Hello everyone, Chicken here. Today I will be sort of reacting to the new emblem system. What am I saying? Emblem system. I'm saying 2 patches ago. The new UI update, big update, and additional patch note overall. Just to see what's up, what's new. I thought I would just because I saw a pretty big change right off the bat. I opened the game. I was like, damn, maybe I should record. Looking at all this stuff. Because there is like an intro too. I did skip the initial cutscene. Actually, if I restart the game, I wonder if I'll get that initial cutscene back, which I'll try right now. Oh, yep, we got it back. Nice.
Hi there.
Oh, okay. There's
It's
that.
me, Layla. Welcome to Eruditio. This
Neat.
is our new interface. The mode selection is here. Let's go.
Mode selection on the bottom of the screen here. You see everything. That's nothing new. Alright, that's actually pretty neat how it is. Oh, you can quick match. I like that. Ooh, that's actually so nice. It looks clean. I mean, obviously there's this thing before, but it just looks. I like how it looks. It looks clean. I like how big the friends list is. This is really nice too. Patch notes. Okay, let's look at the patch notes. New hero. I'll look at that later. No point looking at it right now. Revamped Lolita. They nerfed the health. HP nerfed a slight bit. Base defense nerf. So she's definitely squishier. A lot squishier in the early game. That's a big nerf on her defense. 27 to 20 is a big difference. I'm not sure if you guys know. Matilda got a damage nerf from the first skill. It's a buff? Oh, wait. This is a buff? Following damage decays 20%. I don't understand how it's a buff. Maybe I'm stupid. Lauren got nerfed, supposedly. Now, I think Rafaela, she got a really nice buff where she basically has like a shitty Purify, but only for slow effects. So I think it's a really good counter for some of these really annoying slow mages. I think that'll be very interesting to mess around with versus like Eve, Gord, Novaria with like a slow build Valir. Estes now heals more on magic power, so you have to build like magic power instead of tank if you want to have decent heals, which is certainly interesting. I wonder how that will impact him. Diggy, his shield is more dependent on magic power, so that benefits mage Diggy builds. Building mage items are going hybrid. Angela, nothing really changed. She kind of builds magic power anyway, so this is kind of just a buff to Angela. Let's see. So actually her ult got, wow, that's a big buff from 280% to 400%. Late game, that shield is going to be big. But they nerfed the base stats. Wow, that's actually such a huge buff for Angela. What the hell? And the healing? Wait, what? Why is Angela getting buffed? That's insane. So Yuzong, more damage on the passive. That's a big change. Ooh, more damage on the first skill too. Skill 2 has a bit of a lower cooldown, all levels except for late game. Skill 2 change is a big of a deal, but the first skill and passive buff, that's a pretty big change. Passive especially, the first skill is like very slight. Julian, passive cooldown, shortened by very slightly, basically meaningless. Phobius buff is meaningless, that hero is very weird. Amon, they reverted the nerf, or part of the nerf, or that from last patch, nothing really surprising. Bene, I saw this. So they buffed her first skill by a lot. That's a big buff on the first skill. 25 bonus damage. That's not that big. It's still big though. Akai, basically a little bit tankier. Barat's mana usage, but mana wasn't really... I mean, you don't have to go common emblem, I guess. Basha got a buff for whatever reason. I thought he was plenty strong already right now. Oh, his cooldown got nerfed though. Stun duration went up. Minnow, skill to... Oh, I guess it's for the support equipment, because the support equipment gives magic power, so they made it gain magic power benefits, so if you go support, you have more healing. Oh, 50% recharge time of Mlbb bombs per hit. That's pretty nice. That means if you keep chaining your bombs, every bomb you hit, the next bomb cooldown will be reduced by 50%. So if you hit all 5 bombs, you basically have 2.5 bombs ready. Oh, no ranked right now, I'm sure we're doing. You'll have 2.5 bombs, like, basically back. But by the time you hit 5 bombs, it'll probably be 3, maybe 3.5 progress. So you can get, like, probably 8 bombs if you hit every single one. So that's actually pretty nice. It's like the old Lily after she ults, except a little bit less, and you don't have to ult. And you just hit, you know, get good and hit everything. Cyclops buff, meaningless. Now, Ixia buff. This is interesting, because Ixia was already like showing some potential. So the Ixia ult range got even bigger. But it seems like it's slightly narrow, not as wide. The cooldown is long. Wow, that's a long cooldown. And the shortened cooldown, and a shortened duration. Interesting, interesting. That cooldown being that long is that's a game changer right there. Late game is basically the same. I mean, it's 6 seconds early game. That's still a big cooldown though. I didn't realize it was that big. Popol Koopa jungle clear. Jeez, I don't think that's gonna matter. Melissa got the nerf early game reverted. That's interesting. Wan. Oh my god, what is this paragraph? It is very difficult to counter a marksman hero with a limited dashes and control movement in the past. We've tried different approaches to balance between pro matches and top level rank matches, but none of them work as intended. This time we decided to just add Wan skill 2, which require Wan players to be more careful about when to use the skill. However, we have also increased Wan's damage and mobility in the hopes that she will perform differently depending on the skill of the player. I don't understand like what they're trying. They just said skill 2, skill issue, more skill issue. Passive, 10% increase in damage. Well, she gets a 110% increase of attack effects. That's interesting. Increase the interval between basic attacks while standing still. The speed of attacks, basic attacks while dashing with her passive remains the same. So if you stand still, you'll basically auto faster. Or is it slower? Wait, if it's increased, isn't that slower? So that means you should be dashing all the time. And then basically the more attack speed you have, the more dash speed. Now that makes sense because when they changed dominance to make it a lot more stronger, it really screwed with Wan. Bia late game damage. They increased shotgun early game. That's interesting. So they nerfed Nibiru's early game damage by like 1.5% and 5% in the late game. But shotgun, oh my, that's a big buff to shotgun. 28% more damage? I mean, I don't know if that's a big buff. It's really bad. So I'm not sure if that will change much. Maybe it'll make it like somewhat usable. Bruno nerf. Oh my. I don't think that's enough. That just ruins like his level 1. Oh, but like late game it's nerfed by 50. Bruno nerf. Oh my. Claude, his ult. Oh, and they removed entirely the effect. Wow, that's a big Claude nerf. That's a big Claude ult nerf. Holy. They increased the base damage very slightly, so it makes up, that doesn't change anything really. Like versus heroes, yeah, you'll do like 20 more damage in the early game, 30 more damage. But nerfing the attack effects and the damage to minions, that's a big nerf. Wait, that's actually insane. Leslie got I mean, she wasn't even that great anyway. I feel like she didn't need a nerf. It's kind of a, 10%'s pretty, that's a lot. Fanny, skill 1 base damage, nerf. Yeah, makes sense. Paquito, skill 1 buff for early game, late game nerf. Skill 2, a 1 second nerf late game. That will be noticeable, by the way. A late game nerf, like 1 second, well, it will be noticeable late game. It looks like not a lot of time, but if you play Paquito, you know how fast you need your cooldowns, you will notice that nerf. Valentina! Damn, they're gutting her. And then Eve doesn't get bonus damage to the center now. Wow, that's a lot. There was a lot of changes this patch. A lot of changes. It's actually mostly nerfs. Very few buffs. Look at all these arrows. Adjustment. Melissa got a buff. That's 3 buffs. Oh, all the buffs are in the beginning. But all these buffs are so niche. Like on heroes that aren't even played. Like Johnson buff, nice. Or Johnson adjustment, nice. I care. Julian adjustment by 1 second on his passive, also cool. Like one of the most underplayed heroes of all time. Battlefield adjustments. EXP adjustments. Okay, what is this? Slightly reduce the XP from card from 3 to 4, while increasing the XP needed from 4 to 6. The overall XP from 3 to level 6. So does that mean you can do 4 again? Can you get level 4 now for tank? Did they change that? Did they basically revert that change? Equipment. This is the new item. 60 magic power, 300 max HP, 10% cooldown reduction with 12% healing effect. Dude, that is such a good support item. That is such a good support item. And Fleeting Time got 300 max HP, which is so good for Angela. Demon Shoes has 10 regen now? That's a lot. Wait, they basically doubled it. And minion kills or assists reset mana? Wait, it's literally a Sicilian's dream thing. Bro, Sicilian is gonna be so good with Demon Shoes now. I mean, he always built Demon Shoes. That's such a huge buff for just him in particular. Warrior Boots. Gain 5 physical defense. Gain 4 physical defense when taking 5. Oh, that's so good. Wait, Warrior Boot, that's such a huge buff. It's basically Dreadnought, but for all damage. It's literally just combining old Warrior Boots and Dreadnought. And it works for everything, but it just gives you pure armor. That is so good because that will stack so much faster now. Warrior Boots might be like the meta. That will give you so much defense right away. Any physical damage. That means, holy fuck, you play Claude, you auto someone once, they get 12 armor. It's crazy. Ice Queen Wand nerf. Oh my. Okay. So instead of 2 stacks, it's 3 stacks, and the slow effect easily runs out now. Okay, deserved. It needed a nerf. Ice Queen didn't need a nerf. That's good. Wow, bro, this is crazy. It's such a huge patch. Like 2 weeks before Grand Finals. That's crazy, man. Power Potion got 10% more lifesteal. That's pretty good. It did need that. Cooldown reduction 10%. Like potion buffs, I 100% agree with. That's huge. Or not huge, but like potions were literally a waste of money. Late game, it'd be better off just doing ammo trunch swap instead of just buying a potion because they were so meaningless. Even this isn't enough. Like this does not outvalue an ammo swap to trunch. It does not outvalue it. If it was like another 5% on everything, then maybe I would agree. Emblem support healing went down, good, because the new item anyway, so it had to go down. And then they got rid of life drain for that new you can run now in the river thing. Okay. So what I want to check right now, so I want to look at the new item. Is it in roaming or is it just in magic? Flask of the Oasis. Wait a bit. Flask of the Oasis. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. I think that's it. Reviewed the patch. Nice little...
Take a break if you get tired. I'll take care of things here. Let's welcome the future with open arms.
Where's the slap button?
The great spire of knowledge.
I thought it'd be like
illuminates
the aspirant skin where based on where you tap she reacts.
You need strength and
But it's
courage
just like
to protect
anything.
this great city.
Like I touch her face and she just slaps you. Alright, well, anywho, thank you all for watching. All that good stuff. Like the video, subscribe. Hope you all enjoy. See you all later. I'll be streaming probably this and you'll see it then. And try and do an update and all that good stuff. Bye.
Couldn't break your heart. Is it really love?